Are we on the air?
You're now in the mix with The Corner Radio, hosted by Kill, banging nothing but classic hip-hop, soul, and R&B.
What's good? Y'all tuned to The Corner Radio, hosted by your man Kill. Man, we got a packed house up here. I got my man DJ Rec One. What's going on, Rec?
You know what it is. Happy New Year, people. Happy New Year.
No doubt. I got my brother F from the Rise Bench. What's up, fam?
Peace, y'all. Love and peace.
Yeah.
I got my man Greg. What's good, fam?
What's going on, guys?
Peace.
Everything good, man. My brother Jace. What's going on, fam?
Dean, Big Brother Almighty. Happy New Year.
Yo, today's show is based off of one of the last shows we did because Greg was very serious about how M murdered Jay on his own shit. You know, Jay's brought up who killed it better, Big or Jay on Brooklyn's Finest, and I love the dough. So I was like, all right, let's do this. Let's go through all the old Posse cuts, features, and everything. Talk about who ripped who, and then I got a feeling a couple of these things are going to lead to some other conversations, but let's get right into it. I got Tribe's Scenario, the remix. Who killed that? I'm going to go first for once, because I hate being last on shows like this. Everybody going to say this. So I'm going to go first. To me, Kid Hood ripped this the best. You know what I mean? Came in with the I rip stages, low down wages, I'm wild like Larry Davis. When he said I'm wild like Larry Davis, you know, for younger cats who may not understand about Larry Davis, go watch that original Gangsta on BET, do your homework on Larry Davis. But when he said that, and I think this came out in like 92.
92, summer 91.
Yeah, it was like,
summer 91.
Larry Davis, and then when it was just like I grabbed my dick, like it was totally everything Tribe did, because up to that point, Tribe was these laid back, you know, I checked the rhyme, and this dude just came in like out of left field. So to me, Kid Hood owned that joint, and it's hard to own a joint like that when you got Busta on there too. But I think Kid Hood took it. Jay, so you got on that joint, man?
Say what? I'm a bad man, yo.
Oh man,
hands down, Kid Hood to me, man. I echo your sentiments, sir.
Yeah, Kid Hood killed that. Greg, what you got for the Scenario remix?
I can see the argument that it's him, but I think as Bust only because I feel like that verse, the star, like he went from like Leaders of the New School, it propelled him to like another level.
Now you know we talking about the remix, not the Dungeon.
Right, not the original, the remix.
We talking about the remix.
I say Kid then, yeah. I like the original more better personally, I like the beat, but yeah, Kid would probably be the best on that joint then. On the remix.
We got Kid for that. Ev, what you got on for the original? I mean for the remix.
Remix, man, I can't front. I have to say it's Kid Hood. As much as the Busta that Busta verse for Busta to come from the first one with the Dungeon Dragon and still give you another like hot Dungeon Dragon joint, the Kid Hood, man, was just so in pocket, and that part, I mean, he rips it from the beginning, but his one part he goes, I tear ass out the frame. They be like, huh? And grab my dick. Oh, that part right there kills it for me. So yeah, man, I gotta give it to Kid Hood.
All right, and Rex, who you got?
It's Kid Hood, man. From like Ev said, from start to finish, man, that dude, he spit like his life depended on it, and ultimately it did, because that's the legacy we know him as. If you haven't heard those lost tapes or whatever, but Kid Hood, man, it's not even a question. Right, he tore that out the frame.
All right, no doubt. Let's go to the OG. So on the OG, I got Busta killing it, of course, with the Dungeon Dragon. But then also, I always love the part where it's like, heal up, has a comeback rewind, heal up, reel up, bring it back, come rewind, powerful impact, boom, from the cannon. The energy that he brought to that track was just like on 100. I know everybody loves the Dungeon Dragon part, but to me, like everything you said about Kid Hood, like bringing it from beginning to end, that's what Busta did. And it's kind of like, I don't know if I want to say he was the I don't want to say he was the first, but he just brought so much energy to the table. I don't know if there was that amount of energy that was kind of brought to the table before. I can't think off the top of my head when I heard an MC that kind of brought it to that level. Like Busta is like the Russell Westbrook of MCs. Like he just brings it at 100. And I don't know if there was another MC at that time in 1990 who rapped or played with that type of passion that we see from Westbrook. So that's why I got that. James, who you got for that joint?
I echo your sentiments again. I'm not going to eat up too much time. I have one thing that I want to say, kind of, for this whole thing. Over 50% of the group, the Posse cuts, over 50%, not all, over 50% of the Posse cuts that I've listened to in my lifetime, either the very beginning or the very last person, he carries the crown.
That's true.
In this one, Busta being the last, and then the remix, Hood being the first.
Right. That's true. I ain't think about it like that, but that is true. Greg, who you got for the original OG scenario?
Who, me?
Yeah, Busta.
I would definitely go Bust. That's given. Yeah, it was the best verse. Far and away. Like.
Yeah. All right, Ev, who you got?
For the original, I got it as pretty much probably maybe everybody. I got to go with Busta as well. Busta is an interesting kind of MC, man, and I think at some point we really got to have a conversation about that dude because he has been able to do some things that everyone hasn't been able to do. Not saying Busta's like all-time greatest, nothing like that. He's up there, but he's the fact that, like you said, Kill, he gave you something on that first scenario that a lot of cats necessarily wasn't doing, but he wasn't afraid to go to that level. And I think, him setting off, if you think about it, that's really him setting off the scenario remix. Sure. Like he prepares you for Hood. You just hear Busta verse, you hear Busta's voice there. So yeah, but for the original, man, definitely Busta. I think, as all things, he just opened up a whole new gate, and I'm glad he didn't stay there his whole career. I'm glad he kind of switched up his styles and gave you something else because, he could have stayed there and then kind of just like dried out. But yeah, but Busta.
No doubt. And Rec, who you got?
Unanimous, man. Bust, man. That dude, man, never ceases to amaze me when it comes to remixes, man. He gonna give you something crazy each and every time. I remember he did the remix with Kane, and he didn't give Kane the rah-rah. They made him go back and re-record it, he said, because they wanted that energy. And, it's like Ev said, I'm glad he changed his style too, because from an artist standpoint, I'm sure artists, same as producers, we get tired doing the same thing. So he needed that springboard, but it was enough to where he could take it and flip and change his style. That dude made his whole career off that verse, man. And not many people can say that their whole career is based off of one verse, and they took it and ran with it and was able to have some upward mobility, as opposed to just, washing out after 2 or 3 albums. This dude's 25 years, man. And we still talking about it.
It kind of reminds me of that Nas Live at the Barbecue, where like it was one verse that just catapulted into a next level.
It's
you know what I mean? Like
yeah, nah, true indeed. Now here's where things may get a little iffy. It was nice for all that, as F says, the kumbaya stuff, everybody getting along. Here's the one that I've been in barbershops and had a lot of debates about. Always the Symphony. The dopest Posse cut ever. I gotta go with Kane. I know a lot of people, but I gotta go with Kane. The thing for me was so put a quarter in your ass because you played yourself. Like that line right there to me was the knockout blow. That was the uppercut. That was the 2-piece. That was whatever it needed to be, because G-Rap does his thing, no doubt, and Kane did his thing, no doubt, to that point. But when I just remember when that nigga said, "Put a quarter in your ass," like a game in the arcade, like it was like, man, I was like, I give up. It's a wrap. Like Kane did it. So I know some cats may disagree, but that's who I got Kane on that. Jay, so you got on the Symphony?
G-Rap. I got G-Rap.
Here you go.
Rip the damn cage like I'm on a rampage. So if you want rage, I'm gonna make front page.
Yep.
That bar right there that Scratch cut up on Rampage for EPMD.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with either one. Can't go wrong with either one of them dudes. Greg, who you got on? Man, I must just call you Esco, man. It's been too long, man.
All right, that's cool.
Esco, who you got?
Yo, I was in between Kane and Rap. It was like so close. It was hard to pick. Like Kane, a little bit better lyrical content. Just a little. I'd probably go with Kane, but you can't go wrong with either. I mean, they're both dope verses, so Kane, no.
All right, you got Kane. All right, Ev, who you got?
Yo, man, as I kind of go back and look at this joint, man, it's some really like, it's some strong verses in here, and you know, a lot of times I'm just gonna say Master Ace don't get the shine he deserve.
I was just about to say, and this is not fronting on Ace, because in real quick history moment for cats who may not know out there, the Symphony, MC Shan was supposed to be on the Symphony. Master Ace was not supposed to be on.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the inside of Marley's album cover or the CD, do I got it up there? Marley. If you look at this joint right here, and you see everybody who's at the airport.
Yeah.
Shan wasn't in this picture. No, Shan is in the picture. And they were supposed to go back to the studio. And Shan was supposed to be on the Symphony, and he just never showed up. And they said later on, he was like, because he felt at that time he was the biggest MC. Now, keeping in mind, when cats do albums, it may be 6 months to a year before we hear it. So at that point, Kane and G-Rap were still newcomers. So Shan didn't think that. He felt like he was above these new dudes, so he never showed up, and that's how Marley put Ace on. So Ace wasn't even supposed to be on it. So when you hear that story, and then you're like, Ace, yo, write a verse real quick to go in here with these heavyweights, you got to give Ace a lot of credit for that, because Ace's verse is no slouch verse at all, and neither is Craig G's. But you right, Ace
definitely gets slept on. I just want to say this. I'll make it quick. I think the Symphony is really like who you were when it came out, and during that time, it was definitely like you had your Kane fans and you had your G-Rap fans, and your G-Rap fans saluted Kane, but they wasn't leaving G-Rap. Your Kane fans saluted G-Rap, but they wasn't leaving Kane. I was a Kane fan. Kane could do no wrong until Sexy Chocolate came out. Until that time, you couldn't do no wrong. So when I heard the Symphony and I heard G-Rap verse, I was like, "Ill G-Rap was nasty." But then I had heard Kane verse, I was like, "There you go, that's my dude." So I got to give it to Kane. Kane is captain.
All right, no doubt. Rec, who you got?
I'm with Ev, man. For me at that time, man, I was big into Ace, and my neighbor was big into Kane, so that's where I was getting all my Kane from. And for me, it was that No Frill Rappers, man. When he started on that No Frill Rappers, you will evaporate that wordplay and just the play on the vowels and everything. I was done. I was done, man. So for me, it's Kane, but Ace is like right there. It's just that Kane made sure he solidified it with the wordplay, the rhymes. He kind of took it half a step further. But Ace is there. I got to give it to Kane though.
Lone Man, that's cool.
Now,
hold on, I ain't hear you.
You know what? Honestly, yo, you're really not by yourself, because I know a lot of G-Rap fans, a lot of cats.
Yo, I don't like G-Rap. I'm not a big G-Rap fan. The only album, not to jump off, I like is 4, 5, 6. Other than that, I could do it without the rest of them.
Me too.
No, I was saying,
It's funny that he said
he's really not by himself, because there's still a lot of G-Rap.
that's me.
rock with the Symphony. But
Yeah, I'll take the Symphony.
The one thing I do always wonder is, why wasn't Kane in the western part of the video? Like, you know, like he goes in the video, everybody's in the Old West saloon, and then it goes to Kane like in the studio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I've always wondered that, like, what happened with that. But
You know why he did that?
Hold up, wasn't he trying to avoid a gun charge? Didn't something happen on the tour, on a bus or something?
I have no idea. I never heard anything about why Kane wasn't in the studio.
Because he was setting it off, letting it off.
Because now here's the point.
Man.
The time between they recorded that song and the song dropping, Kane may have been on his Shan joint. Like, I'm too big to be with y'all anymore. Now I'm Big Daddy Kane, you know, so I ain't even gonna show up. It's funny. Real basketball heads will remember this. Slam Magazine, 96. There was on the cover was all the people who got drafted that year. I mean, Steph, Ray Allen, Kobe, all of them. and AI was not in that photo shoot.
Nah, because AI had his cover the next month. I got that issue.
But
Because my homegirl's in it.
For that cover shoot, and it was like, yo, how the number 1 draft pick? AI was like, man, screw y'all, man. I'm bigger than all y'all. So maybe he did. Next up, we got my man Esco's joint that started off this whole joint, Renegade. Now, the hardest part about Renegade to me is this is probably right up there with that Trackmaster song on the Blueprint. My least favorite song. You know, I felt like the album was very soulful, and here comes Eminem with this Eminem beat. And I'm like, yo, I don't even remember Renegade. I gotta listen to it. And the funny thing is, I don't remember any of Jay's part, but when M's part came on, I knew every word from it. So even for me, I'm tripping like, yo, this wasn't even my favorite song. How do I know this dude's every line? You know, so just from that alone, for me, it's M. My favorite line, I love how he would do with the little wordplay where he says, spiteful, delightful, the new Ice Cube, motherfuckers hate to like you. What did I do? Like, like strategic with his rhymes, you know, and I'm not even the biggest M dude, but on that joint, I definitely gotta say, like Nas said, Eminem killed you on your own shit. Jace, who you got, man?
Mr. Mathers, Marshall gets it.
Okay. Any reasons, any knockout blows, or it's just like enough said?
Yo, it's unanimous, yo. It's like Tyson round 1, yo. It's kaput.
Yeah, man. Actually, Kill, you might do better to see if anybody got Jay. Just like
moving on.
Does anybody have Jay-Z as?
Nah.
Nah.
Nope.
All right. Now I will say this, Esco. I know M is your dude. You are a firm believer. You know, so I want to give you a sec. Why do you think M ripped this so bad that cats don't even? It's not even. Some people have Jay-Z as the greatest ever. So to say you got on a track with the greatest ever, and it's unanimous across the world that M ripped you. Why do you think that is?
What I always find, like when I be in like the hood, and I used to be like in Philly and New York, they'd be like, man, fuck that white boy. So I don't like that drug rapping. You know, I can't relate. He finally gets on a song with Jay where they're almost like forced to listen to him because all you hear is, you know, like the Slim Shady joints on the radio and the video MTV shit. And hood dudes be turned off to that dude. You know what I mean? But like when he finally gets on the joint with Jay where you're almost like forced to give this guy an opportunity to hear him. I remember this being in the barbershop, bullshitting with dudes in the hood, and them dudes stepping back and being like, this guy, he is that nice. Yeah. And it's almost unfair to compare him to Jay. It's almost like, or anybody to M. He's just on like this other level. Like,
wait a minute.
Bro. Like his lyrical content is on this other level, man.
Listen, okay.
The thing, right? When they do lyrics, like the best vocabulary, M's number 1. Oh, he says the same thing, or he just raps fast. Like his lyrical content is like number 1, and the next person down, number 2, is a distant second. He spits. His content and his ability to take different words and metaphors and make them different level. I'm not dick riding. It is what it is.
I feel you. Now, Ev, I know you've got a comment.
He said.
Just got a comment. Listen.
Now, keep in mind, what we're doing now, and this is good for me, we're doing spin-off shows. We're doing this like a different world off the Cosby Show. So if we want to get to it, Eminem isn't that lyrical. We could funnel that into.
No, I'm not saying that. M is a lyrical cat when he wants to be. When he chooses to be, he's definitely a lyrical cat. He's not that far. He's not, but to him to be like, I still say to this day, M studied Pharoah, and still to this day, I feel like Pharoah will rip him. No question about it. And you know, he'll hit a miss, but you put Pharoah, you put Pharoah with some heat all day.
About M, like he's got mad love and respect for like the real lyricist. That's what I like about him. Like he does his generic hip hop radio.
I'm not saying they beefing. Oh no, I'm not saying they beefing. But if you're saying like M is here and anybody else is a distant second, I think Pharoah still would. I think Pharoah will rip them, and their styles are very similar. That's the only reason why I put them together.
Oh yeah.
when they did, like I said, when they did a comparison analysis of like lyrics and bars and metaphors and stuff, they said the metaphors and like wordplay and stuff. I mean, it was like they did like a computer simulation, and they just put all the like songs. I mean, like I love Pop. He wasn't even like in the top like 40. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I love him. It's not even about that. They put the numbers in and it came back to like M's ability to wordplay and vernacular and stuff was on another level. It's just what they said. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't do simulations. I do like actual.
Like, simulation only works.
That's the word.
It only works. No. We gotta get to this because
but we got another show. I got you.
We digress.
I think the thing that I love about what Ev does is because he's an MC. Like I honestly don't see the correlation between the two, Pharoah and M. You know what I mean? Just off the top. But we will get into that. Let's get into another joint. I'll kind of do an Ev on this. Life's a Bitch, Nas, Illmatic, the album that some say is the greatest hip hop album of all times. Nas, an MC who's similar to what we just said with Jay and Eminem, some consider the best ever. For me, my best verse, AZ destroyed that. And I'll just do an Ev to save time, so maybe we can come back and argue about Pharoah and M. Does anybody have Nas as Life's a Bitch?
No. I don't.
Nah.
Ev?
No, it's AZ. It's AZ. I ain't gonna say AZ killed him, but it's definitely AZ.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about this, I just want to add, the funny thing about this is that's the one that Nas got the 5 mic for.
Got the rhyme of the month.
I mean, the rhyme of the month for. Yeah.
Nah, AZ should have got that, man.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
Yeah.
AZ should have got that.
AZ had the best verse on that song. It's not even close. Like, I mean,
now tell me
the MJ Dawn though, where it wasn't even, he just murdered him. And what I want to say is that bad.
Yeah, and it's funny because we were talking about Busta with his one verse. I mean, this is AZ's claim to fame. I mean, I know AZ has had a lot of albums, but these were the days when a great verse would get you a record. You know what I mean? Like, and it literally after hearing this, boom, you got a record deal, you good, here's the budget, let's get it out. He's in the video, you know, with Big and Jay playing Monopoly with Real Money and everything like that. So just off that verse. But tell me this, because Ev, you kind of touched on it. Does anybody feel like, Ev said it was very close. Do y'all feel like AZ blazed them? Or, you know, give Nas another, 4 bars, he could have caught up to him? I feel like AZ just hit the runway and just kept it moving. To me, there was nothing Nas could do to keep up.
I agree. I don't think AZ... I don't think Nas could have did anything to catch AZ, so to speak, in a sense, on that song, man. That's AZ hands down.
This kind of plays into my theory, and I say that because AZ came out of left field, nobody's ever heard of him before, and he blazed the track from the jump. In order to outshine him, you got to really step it up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this to say that Nas just got ate up, but AZ set a tempo that was kind of hard to surpass, if you will, on that track. And Nas had a dope verse on it, in my opinion.
No, he did. Yeah. He did.
Well, I'll tell you why I feel like AZ, like Nas wasn't that far behind AZ. Only because, like, the thing with to me, their styles are different. AZ rides the pocket in a completely different way. He chose to ride that beat a completely different way that Nas doesn't even do. That's not even in Nas, like, that's not even his MC style doesn't even do that. Whereas that's AZ, like AZ lives in that shit. So where Nas will hit it like this, AZ's like whereas so it's gonna sound more pleasing to the ear. But if you look at what Nas is saying, like Nas is actually really spitting some shit.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, he is. I'm looking at it now.
My physical frame.
My physical frame is so hated.
Like some guy that like think creative. Like, yo, he's killing that shit. But it's just AZ's work, AZ's ride, and the fact that he knows how to write just sets him above Nas on that. So that's the only reason why I say like it's AZ. I don't think he killed Nas on it because I can't.
Me neither.
I don't think he killed him, but he definitely like wins that for sure.
Well, tell me this: is this a situation where it's like Nas shouldn't rhyme with AZ then because AZ's always going to rip him because his style is different?
No,
It's,
They got
I don't think it's that deep. I think it's a thing of just understanding. I think this is the same reason why, you may still have people that look at the beef between Nas and Jay and say, well, Jay kind of won because Nas' style is just different. Nas he's not gonna hit the bars the same way that other MCs might. For instance, Jay. So it's not that he shouldn't rhyme with AZ. I feel like it was a great pairing for sure, but I just feel like now it's just I mean AZ just came out on top. I'm always curious, like I don't know if I've heard because they did some more tracks together, right?
Yeah, they did the flyers. I think he killed them on the flyers.
All right, well,
They did.
Hold tight. We're gonna get to some more joints.
AZ's album.
Yeah.
A couple
And then they
albums.
got this one joint that never came out. Salam Remy did. I forgot the name.
Yeah, that's the one I heard. I can't remember what it's called though.
But
Yeah.
what happened?
That's the one I've heard, but I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, and Nas said something crazy about like the women got bodies like horses. He said something crazy.
How you living on AZ?
Yeah, but all right. Next joint. This goes back to what Jace brought up. Brooklyn's Finest.
Oh.
Jay-Z's album. Reasonable Doubt. Who Killed It? I'm going with Big. I got 2 knockout verses. Cristal Forever. Play the Crib When It's Mink Weather. The Mafia Keep Cannons and they mark.
Look, cat. Ooh.
When I heard that, I was just like, yo, come on. The Mafia Keep Cannons and they mark Buchanan's. And don't even get on the Gutter had 2 spots. If Faye had twins, she probably had Tupac. Get it, Tupac. I can't even do that. Ev, I got a question for you, but let's get through this first. Jace, who you got ripping it? It was your question. It was your question originally. So who
it
you
was.
taking that?
It was. And you know what? I'm gonna agree with you on this one. And on I Love the Dough, the way Big closes the door on I Love the Dough as well.
Yeah.
Brooklyn's Finest.
We're gonna jump on the dough.
Yeah, Brooklyn's Finest is Big all day.
Esco, I can't even fucking real Esco. Who you got, man?
I got it close. I give it to
Like Muhammad Ali for Cassius Clay. I can't keep up with who. All right, Esco.
I got you. I'd have to go with Big. I don't think he blew Jay out. I just like Big's like it's more aggressive. I felt like it fit the track a little better than Jay's. Overshadowed him on that basis. Not to say I think Jay's verses. Jay's the type of dude when you listen to him and then think about it later on, you're like, damn, that shit was dope. Jay has those type of verses, whereas Big's more like in your face, like boom, 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 boom. So I almost feel like Jay gets slept on a little bit on that joint. But I would have to say Jay. I mean, I'd say Big over Jay. Not by a small hair, not by a lot. I don't think he blew him off. I thought Jay's verses were pretty dope.
Yeah, I mean, Jay was dope. I just think that those were like, when you're nitpicking, and it's like, it's almost got to be a photo finish. It's like, who had that?
Like the 700.
Those two.
People still talk about 700.
What happened?
If 700 come out, motherfuckers gonna lose their mind.
Yeah. True indeed. Ev, who you got?
I gotta go with Big. I must admit though, I haven't had a chance to like some of the joints I wanted to go and refresh my memory a little bit. I don't remember Jay's verse so much on this joint, but I remember Big's verse, so I'm gonna go with Big.
And see, I think that says a lot too. You know what I mean? Like if you don't really remember Jay's, but you remember Big's, I think that says something too. Breck, who you got?
I got Big, man. His Big's last verse got it for me. It was neck and neck until he started talking about Faith, 2 twins, his man, and Tupac's. It was you could tell, like you hear the stories how they just would go back and forth when they was in the booth doing that. You could tell that they was like on some, yeah, I got you. Like you could just see or hear the competitiveness in the song, and it got us sitting here doing this. So I'm giving it to Big, man. That last 8 bars was insane.
All right, Ev, question. You're an MC.
Mm-hmm.
There are times when I'm listening to beats, I'll be listening to Dilla, listening to Knots, and I'm just like shaking my head like, yo, why don't I just sell all my shit? Like, these dudes are just incredible. As an MC, if you're in the booth and you hear somebody killing you, like, what the fuck do you do? Like, do you, like, try to sneak in a couple of more lines? Like, what would you do in a situation, or was your mindset as an MC, like, I just got to be the best I can be. Like, I just got to bring my A game from the door. That's it. No rap about it.
I'll say this. Every MC to me has different points of climax. And I say at one point of climax, I will go into a track, not necessarily to be the best, but to make sure that they remember my verse.
Okay.
Whoever heard it will remember, yo, I don't know who that cat was, but I remember that verse was crazy. But I think if you're doing something, and if it's you and just somebody else and somebody like, I think if it's a posse cut, it is what it is. You come to the table, somebody's come to the table, whoever man comes with the shit is like, everybody salutes him like, oh man, you killed that joint. But if it's just two people, there's a certain like, now there's a level of there's a little bit of back and forth. So like, that damn, I can't get killed. So, but it depends who it is. Like if it's your man, then it's like, yo man, I gotta go back and write my verse. You know, I've seen it. That's happened with me or with other cats. Like, yo man, that verse you kicked, that shit was crazy. I gotta go back and write my verse because I basically didn't show up strong enough. And I think that's the basis of an MC. Now, to me, it's no reason to go back and do it after they record their verse. Because number one, you don't do tracks with nobody you ain't really. If you ain't cool with them, ain't no reason for us to be doing the track. First of all, so we don't need to rhyme together if we ain't cool. So basically saying that, then it's going to be your man. And if your man comes hot, it's like, yo man, that verse you said was so sick. I got to go rewrite my verse because that shit was so dope. I've had that happen to me, and I've had that other people be like, yo man, that verse was so dope. I got to go rewrite my verse. So I think it's just a level. I mean, I think it's just like it's a certain level of camaraderie. It's like, yo, we're out here, and to me, MCing is very much like karate movies, man. Like everybody has a style. You know, you walk around and cats know who you are about maybe something they heard or cypher that it was in and things like that. And it's really about you like perfecting your craft, like getting better and getting better and getting better. So I feel like, you know, you around others that you want to surround yourself with others that are great because that's only going to make you better. So that's my answer.
I actually had to make a rule. I was doing I did a track and it was Cassidy before he was Cassidy, back when he was just Ball B. It was classic, and it was my man Khalil. And this made me have to put this rule into effect. Yo, when we're doing a posse cut, whatever rhyme you come with is what it is. You come over and hear Cassidy's verse, then be like, oh no, cancel the session. I gotta go back and write my verse.
Yeah. Nah, you can't do that.
Then they come back out and like, you know what? From now on, you know who's gonna be on this track with you. You know what niggas is like. You better bring your A game, because like you said in karate, you come with your stick and get your ass kicked with some swords. It ain't no comeback.
Let me come back after my leg grow back.
When you step in the square circle, you do it Bernard Hopkins and get knocked out the ring. It ain't no time out. Like, yo, let me go back, like, and do it. So that's what made me have to say, like, look, bring your verse. We recording today. That's it. If you don't like your verse, then you just ain't gonna make the song, man. To kind of put heat up on the niggas, because I don't want niggas being lazy. Like, oh, well, you know, I was just playing with my verse. But then I heard Cassidy's joint. That nigga came for the jugular, so let me go back and, you know, whatever. But just a question I had. Next up, Jace, I love the dough, Big. I'm going with Big again. My favorite line, because I say this to this day, ain't shit changed except the number after the dot on the range. Way niggas strange. I hate y'all too. Like, and then it was what was it? It's unreal. Frank White got sex pill, bitch used to go ill, still tote still, trying to see 5 mil off the single. For real. While you phasing, we amazing. While your gun's raising, mine is blazing. I don't know. Like, again, you know, just the wordplay of you know, tote still trying to see 5 mil off the single. For real. Big is just a whole nother possible. And it bothers me, and I don't know if Clark is doing this because Jay is still around, but every time I hear Clark talk, he always talks about how Jay was the better MC and Big was the better rapper. And I'm like, I mean, I'm not mad at anybody for feeling that way, but I'm just like, for the 2 tracks that these dudes went head to head, majority say Big won. So I don't know if Clark is dick riding Jay because he's still alive, or he want to be down with Rock Nation or whatever, but I just find that kind of suspect. But Jay, who you got?
I got Big, man, but I will say this. You could definitely see the growth the second time around in Jay. His wit was there. Big's pocket. His pocket, how he was changing his flow up and what he was spitting on top of that. And he was witty. What did my man say? We hit makers with acres, roll shakers at Vegas. You can't break us. Lost chips off Lakers, gassed off Shaq. Country house, tennis courts, and horsebacks. Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
And Hov was spitting on that joint too, but big guy.
Yeah. And the funny thing that you said is like we just said, Hov got to go back, know what was coming for him, and the nigga still lost. So he got Whittier, even though he got better, he knew what was coming this time. He knew what body move Big was gonna do. He knew he was gonna swipe the leg. He still lost. So just another nod for Big. Esco, who you got, man?
I gotta go with Big. It's the same. It's basically Brooklyn's Finest all over again to me. Like, I don't like the beat on this song. I love. It's one of the songs I don't like of them. Like, I just didn't like the beat. I thought it was a little corny. I thought the hook was a little corny, but the verses are dope. I'll be real, they are. Yeah, I go with Big. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I love the joke. He'd be like reminiscing on James' coochies used to stink. That shit is dope. Yeah, that's dope, bro. He's a nut, bro. I love Big.
Yeah, hell yeah. Ev, who you got, man?
I wasn't a fan of that album. I don't even know that song. Leave it there, guys. Told you I didn't mess with that album, man. So there's a lot of songs in that joint I have no idea.
I didn't like that.
So are we gonna have Are we gonna do a second show on why Ev doesn't like this album?
Oh, we did this show.
No,
okay. I need to go. I need to go back and watch it then.
Yeah, we did this one. I don't know why you asked me, because you know.
We just got to do
why Ev hates certain albums.
We just got to do a trip.
I always thought that Life After Death was the most overrated album ever, man. Because if you really take the best songs off of disc 1 and disc 2 and make one dope ass 15-track joint, classic album, truth be told. It's about 5 or 6 to songs I just straight up don't like at all on both discs.
All right, we good.
I love them.
That's a show. That's a show in itself. That's another show.
Overrated, man.
Overrated, kind of like the Tribe joint, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
Here you go with his thoughts. All right, Rack, who you got? Keep us on point, man.
For me on this one, man, it was Big's Pocket, man. I just didn't like how Hov was flowing on this one. You know, it goes back to like what Ed was saying earlier with the Nas and the AZ joint, Life's a Bitch. Big's Pocket on this. You could tell he was gunning for this dude on the second time. Like, yeah, I got something else for you. Listen to this shit. It just, I don't think he thought Big was gonna come that way, and Big murdered him, man. Right. I'm giving it to Big. Pocket got him on this one.
No doubt. Now for this next joint, this is a joint that a lot of cats hadn't heard. When we did a show about the best Posse cuts and slept on ones, this is one of the ones that came up. Is the DOC grand finale off his first album, No One Could Do It Better.
No one can do it better.
But this joint is very shocking who I'm going to pick, but it's kind of goes back to the person who wrote it for him. So,
yes!
I'm going EZE.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Oh, God.
You wrote it for him.
Yes, sir.
I gotta go with that. All right, bet. I gotta go with that joint because I mean, he kind of killed it to me. When he said, "In everyday situation where I stalk by, fuck a car, I do a motherfucking walk by." I mean, when I heard this in 1987, I was like, God, this nigga said he do a walk by, like he just gonna walk by you. And then when he said this other part where they're addicted
to what the dick did,
the pain, the wing ding inflicted again. 1987. This is some 1988. This is some wild stuff that's going on right here with E. So I gotta go with EZE. Salute to Ice Cube for writing it for him. But that's who I gotta go with for the grand finale. And it's crazy. I'm saying EZE on a track that has DOC, MC Ren, and Ice Cube. But it is what it is. Jace, who you got, man?
You took the words out of my mouth. You had me at hello.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Next.
All right. Esco, who you got?
The same thing. I'm like, these guys gonna kill me for this one. But that's my favorite verse. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
It's something that dudes still say today. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Yeah, that'll be my.
Ed, what about you, man?
Once again, I was a huge fan of Solo Cube. I was a fan of DOC. I was not a fan of NWA, so I don't even know. I can't really give y'all a good perspective, man. I'm just going to bow out.
Yeah.
Just, like,
All right, no doubt. Rack, who you got?
I'm going with the DOC, man. I got this album. I'm a fan of the DOC, always have been since Funky Enough and the joints he did with NWA, man. Yeah, you know, Easy ripped it, but DOC wrote his own shit.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that. All right, next up, classic joint, Slow Down, Brand Nubians. One of my favorite joints. I gotta go with Sadat X.
well, y'all gotta ask a question about this, if you don't mind. Because this is not really a posse cut. This is a group cut.
It's a group cut, but because it was 3 MCs, these are just arguments and debates I've gotten into with cats just about like who killed what track. You know what I mean? So
Yo, you know what, Kill? I meant to say something to you. You know what you left off? The DMX album with him, Jay, the Locks. You missed that one, man.
And you know what, bro? You know me. I'm like Ev. This is where I have to bow out. I've never heard a DMX album in my life, so I've never. You know that. No, I've never heard an album. I've never
like ever, like never, like nothing.
The only thing I've heard from X is whatever was on the radio, whatever single it was. I wasn't a huge fan of Swiss Beats. I wasn't a huge fan of the Barking. You know, and I was just like, I can't
Like,
get with
nothing, no damn grease, no nothing.
no, nothing. You want to know what my favorite song from DMX is? What's that joint? He on 125th Street. It's like a love song. It's like
That's the joint with Faith singing the hook. It's going down.
How's it going down?
Yeah, it's going down.
Yeah, it's going down.
That's the only joint I know. I know more about DMX from Belly than I know. So, I mean, DMX was a wild boy, came in there, gripped up Keisha for going through his phone, you know, all that wild stuff. But for the most part, that's about the most I know.
Period, bro.
Huh?
Here. This album is like, you know what I mean?
Trust me, I've been looked at sideways before. I get it.
Hello. I've never heard a DMX album either.
Yeah, see, so I don't know, man. So but yo, Sadat X is my joint with the Hey Baby hips is getting big. Kind of what Jace was saying about something about that starting and the ending. It's like a track meet, you know. I just love the way Sadat came in, you know, wooly got a pair of my sneakers, don't know where I got them.
Hit him behind my speakers.
You know.
Oh, the speakers is gone.
Yeah, you know. Crackheads, they come into my door, I don't smoke.
What they knocking for?
Like, yo, Sadat bodied that. So, Jace, who you got on this joint?
Used to walk with a swagger, now you simply stagger from one spot
On to the next spot, on to the next spot, on to the next.
Oh, damn.
That went off.
Yeah. All right, Esco, who you got?
I was gonna say Sadat X too. I don't even think it's close, to be honest. I've never been a big Grand Puba fan, so to me, it's always gonna be him and Jamar, and I always thought he was the nicest of the group person.
All right, no doubt. Ev, who you got?
I just had to look at something real fast. I gotta give it the X though. But Puba is my man, but I gotta give it the X.
Yeah, who did his thing, but X just went in. Rec, who you got?
That's a close one, man. I'm going with Sadat, man. Pooh, he was a close second, but he was too introspective, man. Sadat went in and just bodied the joint. He was like, look, we ain't putting in no thought to this one. We're gonna body it and move on. I'm going with Sadat, man.
All right, I'm gonna skip around a little. Ev may have to dip out on us in a bit, so I want to get to some of these MCs. Yo, Protect Your Neck, the Woo joint, first joint I heard. I gotta go with Jizza, ending that joint with the Woos Too Slammer for these cold corn labels. Label, doing ours like
stuck to the gum under the table. That's what you get when you misuse what I am.
Trying to blow up a scrub.
My favorite part of that was just DJ A&R, a mountain climber who plays
an electric guitar. He don't know the meaning of dope when he's looking for a superstar rap that's cleaning in the bar.
Yeah, Jizza. So, Ev, Jace, who you got on that joint?
Go ahead, Ev.
Jizza the genius. Genius.
Esco, who you got? Genius?
Yeah, I was gonna say, and it's funny because he usually gets overshadowed when he's on with the rest of them. This ain't one of the times. Like, he was the best verse, in my opinion. Meth was trying to sing along, like he wasn't really trying to rhyme like that. Like, so Meth kind of disappointed. Even though it's alright, he just ain't fucking with him.
All right, no doubt. Ev, I know you Jizza, right?
He's a genius.
All right, and Rack, what you got?
I got ODB, man. I'm sorry, man. First things first, man. You fucking with the worst. I'll be sticking pins in your head like a fucking nurse. I'll attack any nigga who rap come through my center. You enter the winter. I'm sorry, man. ODB, personal opinion, is the most slept on lyricist in the clan. I don't think people listen to him. Protect your neck. I'm going with Dirty.
I know what? Yo, I'm not gonna go back.
Deck's verse is up there too, though. I was between Deck and Jizza. I was really like corner between because Deck comes right off from the door. Like,
Yeah.
Yo, damn, why you do that?
Favorite, like that shit is dope, yo.
Yeah, it's dope.
I'm not gonna go back, but damn, Dirty though.
I had to, man.
I completely forgot about. But
People, Ev, you're not alone. You always say that. You're not alone. You're not alone. People forget about Dirty, man.
Dirty.
People truly forget about Dirt.
Chambers? Oh my god.
That's a classic slept on banger. We was talking about that offline earlier, and I had told somebody that his work for those 3-4 years, that's RZA's greatest work. And I think ODB is, I'm gonna say top 3 out of that era right there.
All right.
As far as those albums, but I'm going with Dirty. Sorry.
You got Dirty. All right, we got him.
Y'all always heard that Dirty didn't write his lyrics. I heard that like RZA wrote a lot of his stuff. That Matt, I heard he didn't write a lot of his shit.
I heard Jizza used to write it.
I heard a lot of stuff is from Jizza. But still.
He like, y'all just gave it to Eazy-E and he ain't write shit, so.
Hey, I've never heard that before. I'm still going with Dirty.
Next up, we got Gangstar, Above the Clouds. Guru, Respect the Deck. I gotta go with Deck. Again, like Jay said, the way he set that off, I leave Scientists.
Mentally scarred, triple X the large, wild lights, rock stars, and smash the songs.
That another level right there. Jay, who you got with that? Guru or Deck?
Poison bars from the guards, bust holes in your mirage.
Ooh, yeah. Esco, who you got?
The same thing, Deck.
Yeah. Ev, who you?
Yo, man, honestly, I would say don't even come to me because I'm just gonna start just spitting verses. Yo, God, triple extra large. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna stop.
All right, and right, who you got?
Deck, man, that verse kept his career moving because remember that dude was at a standstill for like 3 years. He was the last cat besides what's the dude, man? Yeah, he was the last dude to put an album out, and Deck, man.
I wish you put
All
that
right.
album out.
Deck.
We gonna go with this. The Roots, their joint clones.
Oh,
Mars, Nice Raw, Black Thought, and Malik. I gotta go with Mars. Kind of similar to Kid Hood because coming off the Roots, Do You Want More is real jazzy. It was more, so when I heard Clones, I was like, okay, this is more of my alley. And again, an MC we never heard from him again, But when he's like, first of all, let's talk about these ill capers and fly-ass front bitches that now call vapors. Run up on you with guns, snatching papers, outlining body chalk. That's how they would scrape you off the pavement. I hate getting locked because that upstate box reminds me of the slave shit. Like the way, and similar to what I just said about Kid Hood with Tribe, like I wasn't ready for that. This was like a whole new Roots, and just giving him this no-name dude the go ahead to just set it off a little bit. Jace, who you got?
This goes against my theory of the first to the last MC, and also y'all know that Thought is one of my faves.
Mm-hmm.
I got Malik B.
Okay.
Whoa.
Don't come across that line or pay a cost. Knuckle game of hammer cock ain't nothing sweet or soft. Come on, man. And y'all know Thought one of my favorites. If you don't know, now you know. But Malik B set it off on that for me. And Dice Raw came after him, and Dice Raw was not a good closer on that song for me.
Oh no. Dice ain't been nice since Distortion.
Right, first album, me. But Esco, who you got?
You know what's crazy? This is one of the songs I hadn't heard, so I listened to it like an hour and a half ago. I'm like, yo, who's that first ball?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, he's nice. I'm like, I never heard of him. I'm like, Mars. I'm like, oh shit. My brother said something about him before to me. Yo, I thought it was the best verse.
Yeah.
I did. I was surprised. I expected Black Thought to run away with it.
Yeah, but dude came out of nowhere, and like I said, never heard from dude again. So, Ev, who you got?
I don't think I can kill. To be honest with you, I gotta tread lightly on this one, and I haven't had a chance to go back and listen to this. I have to listen to this one before because Malik will hit you in the head with some shit.
Yes, sir.
Thought is one of my all-time greatest. He's one of the casters up there.
Yes.
What Mars did, his intro is ridiculous. And just going off of what I remember, because I haven't heard that album in a while. I don't want to do it an injustice. So I'm gonna not say nothing on this.
All right, Rick, who you got?
I'm going with Mars, man. First of all, why is this the only thing we've ever heard from this cat? Y'all got any history on this dude?
I don't know nothing about him. He came and that was it.
Came and went. Yeah, nah. He's the only person that I can remember off the track. And this was an album I played continuously back and forth from Jersey to VA on my trips back and forth to school. So for me, it's Mars, man. Mars all day.
Hey, yo, wait, is he a light-skinned cat?
Nah,
he's dark. Dark-skinned cat.
With kind of rugged, wild-looking dude.
Okay. Yeah. All right, I know you're talking.
I want to get this in before Ev got a jet. Affirmative Action, Nas, Omega, Z again, where Foxy does a horrendous job of teaching math to the children. I don't know who. Everybody in the studio must be dumb because somebody should have said none of this shit adds up. But neither here nor there. I gotta go with Nas. I love how AZ sets it off, but again, the line that always stays with me is now the projects. It's talking that somebody gotta die shit. There's logic. There ain't nobody up in Logic. So that, I mean, AZ sets it off because I was like, yo, what happens if I give it to AZ twice on Nas songs? Like, what was that gonna mean? And I love how he says, life's a bitch, but God forbid the bitch divorce me, you know. So that's always stood out for me. Jace, who you got? Nas, AZ, Courtney, or Foxy?
That was my line. Life's a bitch, but God forbid the bitch divorce me. I'll be flooded with ice from hellfire. Kids scorch me. That was my joint off there. Nas.
All right, Esco, who you got?
You know, I gotta go with the Nas joint. It ends up my name. Like, every time I keep on bitches, no. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Definitely. You ready?
All right, Ev, who you got?
I like this song.
Okay, cool.
I ain't like nobody. I didn't say like.
All right, Rack, what you got, Rack?
I got Nas, man. I'm not a fan of the song neither, but that Nas verse, man, he's saying, yo, my mind is seeing through your design like Blonde Fairy. I think he set that off just nice. I don't like the song. I agree with you. I think Foxy need to go back to like second grade. It just wasn't a good song, and it made the theory of why the album was taken the way it was. It just wasn't a good song. But for verse sake, I'm going with Nas.
All right, here's another joint that may start a little controversy.
I felt like that song should have been on the Firm album. It felt like it's a song that didn't make the Firm album. Like if you hear the Firm album,
it was a song to let you know that the Firm album was coming.
Like
that's what happened.
I mean, like, it just didn't fit the whole album.
Yeah, fit the album.
Yeah,
better on that joint.
Yeah, definitely, but it's still trash.
The LL I Shot You remix with LL, Keith Murray, Prodigy, Fat Joe, and LL. I gotta go with Keith Murray, the way he set that off. I'm here to make $1 out of things. Let my phone sing like I'm on the toilet taking a shit. It's like, I just don't know if there's a level of fucks that Keith don't get. How many of them? I love Scuff My Timbs on the Boulevard of Many Rough Cities. I love this little ad-lib, Chicago. He naming spots. Leave you holier than the 10 Commandments. And then the way he ended, y'all niggas acting wild. Y'all commercial niggas better have a Coke and a smile. I shot you. Like, Keith just killed that for me. Jace, who you got, man?
I'm with you, man. We on the same wavelength tonight, man. Keith Murray killed it for me.
Yeah. Esco, who you got?
I was gonna say Keith, because I do. love for Fat Joe. I don't know what it is about Joe, just the way his delivery, Puerto Rican, so I gotta. For real, but Joe was out. That was it. If he was Puerto Rican, you had Fat Joe.
Nah, you're right.
I mean, I like Joe's verse because it's personal to me. I kind of like it, rep Puerto Rico and that. I'll go with Joe. But Keith was probably the best verse of all fair. I gotta be real.
Yeah. All right, Ev, who you got?
I'm gonna say this, man. Keith had the best verse on the original. The original Who Shot You and the remix. Because a lot of people don't that never heard the Keith verse on the original Who Shot You, and he kills Biggie.
He kills that too.
He kills it.
All right, Brad, who you got?
I agree with you guys as far as who y'all said, but I'm going with Prodigy, man. Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Secret society trying to keep their eyes on me. I just think that it stuck, man. It resonated with me a little bit more than the rest of the song did. So.
That song's been sampled. That verse, that line's been sampled.
Oh yeah.
Time. So in all fairness, argument, man.
But P gets sampled a lot, man. P, Mobb Deep, them dudes get sampled a lot because of what they talking about, just to give that grittiness to tracks. But nah, that Prodigy verse, man, and that was right when he was getting ready to take off too on his solo tip.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with Prodigy.
All right, next up we got Mobb Deep's Eye for an Eye. Prodigy, Havoc, Raekwon, and Nas. I gotta go with Nas the way he sets it off. A drug dealer's dream, stash cream. Keys on a triple beam, 500 Esso green, 95 nickel gleam, condominium young thug dressed like a gentleman, tailor-made ostrich. It was bugged because Nas got me saying woman friend. I stopped saying, this is my driver license. That's what your uncle used to say. That's what your Uncle Remus used to say. Like, this is my lady friend right here. Like, nah, ain't my girlfriend. This is my woman friend. So that's why that verse has always stood out for me. Jace, who you got, man?
You know what? I can't tell you on this verse. Nas, I love Nas on this. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Nas.
All right.
I thought it was the
I'm going with him.
I thought I switch up.
No.
All right, no doubt. Esco, who you got?
I'm honest with you. I ain't never heard a joint with Nas, and they've been on a bunch of joints. Nas and Mobb Deep. They probably got about 8 joints. I've never heard one where I could say that their verses fuck with Nas. I'll be honest with you. They're nice, they ain't on his level.
Right.
Never heard one. Not that they're not good, because they're dope. Just Nas is just way better. Nas is not close.
All right, Ev, who you got?
Nas.
And Rack, who you got?
I got Raekwon, man. Hold up and analyze. The Wildcats sling cracks, they swinging axe. The routines, they be my eyes black. I'm going there, man.
You know what? I like Ray, but he came up in a weird octave. Hold up.
He did. And I was kind of like, whoa, where's he coming from? But it stuck with me. Yeah, it was different than anything you probably had ever heard him on at the time. Because even with the Firewater joint, he went back to his normal. But with this one, for some reason, I don't know why he did that.
Why he did that like that? Yeah. I feel you though.
All right, next up, Pete Rock's True Master, Deck and Corrupt. Two of the nicest lyricists.
Ooh.
I gotta go with Deck. Your Highness, live from the Bricks 1-6.
Bang your head, breaking drumsticks.
Verbal assault, ripping through the mix, specialist with the smash hit, doing flips. Yeah, I just think it's something about Deck and setting songs off. Like, you just let Deck just set off every song because he just has a gift for doing that, man. Maybe he may not be the best at writing a complete song, but if you need somebody to set off your song right, I think Deck is that dude. Jace, who you got?
Next, I'm with you.
Deck. All right, Esco, who you got?
I agree. He sets it off.
All right, Ev, now this was your choice. This is the one you picked. So who you got? Fucking Deck.
Yo, I feel like they put the right man in the right place. I gotta give it to Corrupt.
Okay.
I'm epicenter of this natural disaster. I'm disastrous with stash of cold hot flashes. Masking itself. A whole carload of explosive like Zorro with holsters. Ew! That's what the intellects of wizards and warlocks. Sure, I'm raw. Yo, I gotta get it. Yo, it's just something. And don't get me wrong, Deck. I remember standing outside. We was in Philly, and it was at the studio, and it was a bunch of MCs, and everybody was just like we were really like breaking down those verses. And Deck kills it, but I gotta give it to Corrupt. It's just something. Corrupt just has a little extra like dookie sauce on that joint. I just got.
Dookie sauce.
I said
He said
dookie sauce.
dookie sauce. He said dookie sauce.
Just nasty.
Okay.
Just ill. It's just ill.
Some new shit.
Look, I got a 1-year-old, man. Dookie sauce is real right now.
All right, hey. We've all been there.
This nigga said dookie sauce. This nigga making up whoop right now. Niggas gonna be talking about dookie sauce. Next up, Craig Max, Flavor in Your Ear remix. You got Big, you got Corrupt, you got LL, you got.
I don't know how you did this. I don't know how you did this one. Everybody knows.
I didn't give my. You got me, man.
Oh my bad. Who was your guy? Deck, my bad.
Yo, it's a tie, man. That's my favorite song on that album. Besides the solo Pete joint, it's a tie for me. I can't pick one person on that song.
They both slaughtered it.
Yeah, it's one of them joints that where like you sitting there, you're gonna be thinking like, I don't know who ripped it, because they both came to play on that joint. Like that's one of the best matches of MCs on a song. Like period. Yeah. That's a good match, man. I can't pick nobody, man.
It made me always want to hear more from Corrupt, because Corrupt had a couple of joints. He did a joint called, I forgot the name of it, a couple of years ago, and it's so dope. Like
Corrupt is nasty.
Yeah, I just wish we could hear more Corrupt over those.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you're right, he both killed it. So
that's something we stop. You're right. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I like him on East Coast joints, man. He sounds like he's supposed to be there, man.
He sounds at home on them.
Yeah, he does.
On Chronic joints, but just that would be. I would have much rather the Corrupt and Pete album than the Pete and Smoke DZA album. Like that would have definitely sparked my interest a little bit more. The Flavor.
I always thought he was the nicest in the whole Dog Pound, including Snoop. I thought he was nicer.
I mean, I did too. I just felt like Snoop. I felt like Snoop was like the meth. Like Snoop just kind of had the appeal.
He had that it.
Yeah, he had it. And like Corrupt was more like DZA, like the kind of dude that's off to the side, doesn't really have the star look and all of that, but is a lyrical monster. Because listen to Chronic and Doggy Style. Corrupt don't miss.
Yeah.
Like,
Corrupt don't miss.
Yeah, he don't miss. He
don't miss.
Like Deadshot on the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, he don't miss.
Not gonna give you no slouch verse for nothing on whatever. The home ain't no fun. If it's a funny song, serious song, he's gonna go in.
He going
on everything, and don't even get me started on Explosive. I think the way he set Explosive.
That's the on that.
Wanna lay with hoes.
Yeah, like just what he did on Explosive alone is enough to hold it all together. Flavor in Your Ear.
That song made me listen to that album.
Yeah. I used to bang this shit on regular.
Yeah. All right, Flavor in Your Ear remix. I got Big. Niggas is mad I get more butt than ashtrays. Fuck a fair one. I get my
fast way.
No.
Far from handsome, but still a nigga toe. With your toe. More guns than roses.
Invisible bullies like the Roots.
That's like the Gooch. Like the Gooch.
And you know what? It's funny you said that, because that actually cats thought that he was setting beef with the Roots.
Right.
Because it sounds like he's saying the Roots. I remember like when that came up, it's like, yo, is he dissing the Roots?
So I was wrong. So he's not setting that whole what they do, that he's not pushing that.
He just represented the different strokes.
Back to different strokes.
Got you, the Gooch. He talking about the Gooch.
But you never seen the Gooch. You know what I'm saying? So that was the thing. Like Arnold would always be shook of the Gooch, but you never saw him. So he like Invisible Bully, like the Gooch. That was the knockout line. Buster could have came in screaming, flipping, doing whatever he wanted to do. But after the Invisible Bully, like the Gooch, I get more butts than ashtrays. I was good to go with that. Jace, who you had?
I'm with you. Next.
All right, Esco, who you had?
I always think it's not fair to let Big go first. Because what you gonna have is a lot of niggas that go, whoop, as soon as this verse is over, whoop, go right back to the beginning. Whoop. I can't tell you how many times I listened to Notorious Thugs times and never listened to the rest of the album, the rest of the song. Whoop,
I've never heard the rest of Notorious Thugs after Big. And that album came out in 97. So now 20 years later, I've never heard the rest of the song.
And they're dope. They just ain't fucking with him, and it's not fair to let Big go first because it sets the expectation.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I heard M and like D12 and they let him go first, I'm like, why? No motherfuckers are gonna skip the rest of the song. Like, it's not fair. Like he killed his joint.
Nah, you right. Ev, who you got?
Oh, Big all day.
All right, Rack Big.
Yeah, man. I that shit's pointless. It's pointless, man. It's pointless. I don't know what the fuck LL's talking about. Peachy's delicious. I'm still stumped on what the hell he talking about. Period. I Big, man.
Yo, LL always kills me because he's so much better than the radio joints. I used to make me sick, and then he'll do some dope shit like 4 3 2 1 with like math and all. I'm like, oh, this is L. It's dope, man.
He's an opportunist, man. He's an opportunist. He's an opportunist when it comes to his lyricism.
Want to buy you roses and shit like
this one. We got Banned from TV. We got Nore. We got Nature. We got Pun. We got Cam. We got Kiss. We got Styles. I gotta go with, and this is gonna be, y'all gonna think I'm crazy for this. I gotta go with Nature, man. I loved how Nature set it off. And one of my favorite lines that I've used numerous times, I get pussy with my father's
features.
I weigh $170
in my life. And I gotta go with Nature. I know I'm gonna be the odd man out with that joint, but I love how Nature set that joint off, man. Jace, who you got?
Yo, I tell y'all what, this is where I'm gonna make my line in the sand. I can't tell you who had the best verse on there, but I can tell you who had the worst verse on there.
Okay.
It was fucking Cam, yo. Fucking
yes,
Cam
it was.
belong on that song.
In rich places, 6 places.
Song, yo. I can see how you could draw. I can see how you can make a point for Nature. I can see how you can make a point for Kiss and Styles P going back and forth because they joint was hard. I can see how you can make a point for Nore with his energy at the end, bringing up the pack. You can't make a fucking point for Cam.
I hear you. Esco, who you got?
Yo, I was in between. I love Pun. I like Nature's verse though, man. I like Nature's verse. He sets it. It's between the two of them, and I love Kiss's style. It's only like you said, Cam is like the only verse you're kind of like, what the fuck? I was kind of like, the rest of them, even Nore, and even though he's not a lyricist, he kind of holds his own.
Yeah, even with the I don't give a fuck what y'all can play my shit like y'all niggas like.
That's why I never do a song with you. Not even if your baby mom's fucked the brew. Promise to give us head and swallow too.
No means no.
I tell you what, Nature is the most slept on lyricist from that whole crew. He got joints with like Firm joint, got some dope ass verse. He got a joint talking about I used to love the Knicks, and then they traded Strickland. Since then I hated him. Like, Nature is one of the dopest lyricists.
Nature got some joints. Ev, who you got on this?
You wasn't a fan. Don't even know it.
All right. Who you got?
I'm going with Nore, man. Nore, man. It's 2 ways into the hood. One playing, another smoking chronic, like straight to the brain. I love that shit, man.
We gotta do a show on everything Ev don't like.
Yeah, we got to, man.
Just
Ev is the Grinch.
Just
And we gotta get you like a Grinch sweater when we do the show too, man. Get you a Grinch sweater and shit. I think it'll go over really well.
All right, construction to stop the violence movement. We got a rack of MCs. My favorite.
Wait a minute.
That was on there? Yeah, it was.
Are you going in order?
Yeah, no, I was moving around because I had to bounce.
Okay, I just want to make sure we talk about the UGK shit.
Yeah, I'll get to that next.
Okay. You hate that too, Ev?
No, I love that shit.
MC Light, I know somebody's gonna say something that she ain't write a verse. From what I've heard, she did not write the intro to the verse, which Ev has explained to me. Well, that's the dopest part of the verse. But, I gotta go with the funky fresh, dressed in the press, ready to party.
In your pocket, time to move your body.
Yeah,
this side you pay the whole
$10.
No, you know what?
Razor blade.
You got to give it to L.
Because L wrote it. So
L wrote that?
L wrote that.
LL wrote the intro. The funky fresh, dressed to impress.
Ready to party. Money in your pockets, diamond in your body.
To get inside, you pay the whole.
Well, see, keep going. I don't think he wrote all that.
Ah, come on, Kill.
Yes,
All right, let me ask you a question. Check this out. Let's. We have to find out. Let's all dig in, and I can't see how somebody can be like, yo, I wrote the beginning part of the verse. And they'd be like, somebody like, the first 2 bars, and that was it. I did the. I've never heard nothing like that before in my life.
I mean, no, okay. I'm just saying, I read it. We could dig, but that's what Light said. But again, that's who I'm going with. So Light,
I'm gonna call L. And I want to find out.
Call L on the set of his NBC show. That nigga probably don't even. He like, I'm a rapper. Like, oh shit. Like shit, I rapped. I did. I
wrote that.
I did. Jason,
oh man.
Oh, I remember the song, man, but I can't point out one verse in particular that stood out to me outside of Chuck D's. I remember Light's joint, but how he wrapped it up at the end. Revolve and evolve, self-respect, because we got to keep ourselves in check.
Or else.
That stood out to me, but
fan right there.
What'd you say?
I said that's a true PE fan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I am, bro.
Esco, who you got, man?
I'm gonna say MC Light. I thought her verse was the most memorable. Whenever I think of that song, that's the verse I remember.
Right. Ev, who you got?
To get inside, you pay the whole $10. Scotch tape with a razor blade taped to your collar. Come on, man. Like the visual on that. Yeah. I gotta give it to L. LL. LL, because I gotta give it to
the dopest part to me about Light's part in the video is when she turns Kane around. Like Kane is in line and then she turns him around.
You know what? I just gotta say this because I'm not dissing Light, but anyways, the way she delivered that, L couldn't deliver it the way that she did. That's what makes that verse so dope. So I'm not by me saying L, I'm not by any way slighting Light because she's ridiculous.
I mean, I think you are kind of slighting.
No, because if L was on self-destruction and he said that verse, I wouldn't like it the same way.
Right. I know
the way she delivered it is the reason why I like it so much.
All right.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yo, I was going with Light from the Door, but I had no idea all these years that LL wrote that. For me, the beach break changed, the video, like everything, it was wrapped perfect for her. It seemed like they went into it knowing, all right, look, we got L on here or we got Light on here, we're gonna put a little shine her way. That's what I felt, Right. I didn't know that. I never knew that all these years that LL had something to do with that. Yeah, I didn't know that. But I've always been an MC Light fan, and anything she's ever touched has always been gold for me. So Light, man.
All right, no doubt. We got Outkast, International Players Anthem. Okay, you got Outkast. I gotta go with 3000. His verse to me is so stupid. When I made an Outkast mixtape, I put the instrumental on, and then I put his verse on, so I could put the instrumental of just his part, so I could rap it myself. Mm-hmm. Then come back and hear him do it again. I typed in text to a girl I used to see, saying that I chose this cutie pie with whom I want to be, and I apologize if this message gets you down. Then I CC'd every girl that I had CC'd around town. I had to see her smiling, wetness all around me, true, but I'm no island peninsula. Maybe. Looking back, spaceships don't come equipped with rare mirrors. They dip. I'm like, yo, man, I don't even know what Dre is on. Like when he rhymes, I just would love for him to just break down his writing style, like of certain songs, especially this one. Then what I heard was that Pimp C didn't like this.
He didn't. I just heard the interview. He didn't. He hated this song.
Beat. And Pimp C wanted to take it off, and it was like, nah, we gonna leave it. It's gonna work. And Pimp didn't like this verse, so I'm just like, I don't know what 3000 does. It's just stupid, man. It's stupid. Jay, so you got, man.
I don't know what he drinks for breakfast when he gets up in the morning. What's in his coffee, his eggs, his cereal, what type of milk. I need it. I needed to get through my work. 3 stacks.
Yeah, 3 stacks. Esco, who you got?
Dre's verse is one of the best verses I've ever heard on a Posse joint. They had both got the beat from somebody, like a producer, and they had done their own version, and then they had done, and Pimp C had done their own version.
Project Pat had the beat first, or something like that. Yeah.
Songs together, the verses almost don't even match up because for shit. And then you say, yo, it sounds dope. Like, and like you said, the beat was like faster for one than the other.
Right.
That's another thing I heard. Like, they merged them and made like one song. That's why like the verses don't really add up. But yeah, Dre's verses, I mean, ridiculous. Yeah.
Hey, who you got?
Yo, man, Andre 3000 is Prince. That cat is amazing as an MC on so many levels.
Yes.
This verse, I feel like this particular verse, he changed. Like, to me, you have certain MCs that become the greatest because they change the way you MC. He changed the way that, to me, that cats actually look at that pen and that pad in that verse. That verse is so ridiculous, and it's this. He's rhyming over nothing, pretty much. There's nothing that he's really spitting on, but he's so in pocket, and the verse and the lyric, the wordplay is so ill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that cat, man. Oh, yeah, man. That dude. He's an alien, cuz. He's a straight up alien.
Yeah. I don't even understand what the hell he be. Yeah, Dre. I think Dre is the MC who has gotten on songs that I've hated and remixed them and made me like songs. Like, I forgot what song that was out a while ago about Walk It Out. He Walk It Out.
Oh, yeah.
Usher, if you say real talk, I probably don't trust you.
Right. You know, it's like it's uncanny. But Rec, who you got for that, man?
I'm going with Dre, because I was watching an article reading an article not too long ago. This dude doesn't think that he's nice.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's why you don't hear nothing from him right now. He's intimidated by the change in music, and he doesn't put much out because of that. He's working on something I read, but I don't know if we'll ever see it. But Andre, man, every party I do, it's a point to play that song. And if I got to play that 16 or 32 twice, I will, back to back. I don't care. Pimp C is a very close second because that energy. I love Pimp C, man. I'm a Pimp C head. If he talking reckless about something, I'm listening. I don't care. But Andre, man, for what that is, that's greatness status just off of that. You can't beat that.
Right.
You can't beat that.
Sidebar, his verse on the Art of Storytelling Part 2.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Beside myself. I am beside myself. I like top 5 verses I've ever heard in my life.
All right, this is what we're gonna do. Next show, top 5 3000 verses.
Oh, get the typing. Hold on.
Okay, we can do that. Yo, I gotta bounce out, fellas, but I gotta come back, man, because we gotta talk about this Tribe thing. All y'all wrong. I'm talking that Tribe is the top 5 albums of 2016. We gotta do an addendum to that show.
An addendum?
We gotta redo some things and look at some things. You may have to. And look,
you're pulling words out.
You see me, right? Yo, yeah.
I see you.
I gotta crash out, but yo, man, we gotta have this show. I might be the lone wolf. They might blow up my Twitter feed, but you know what, man? We gotta talk about it because y'all wrong, man. Y'all wrong, and y'all know y'all wrong. I'm wrong.
All right, man.
I'm bad with you, bro.
All right, yo.
All right, man.
All right.
Yo, next up, we got to join De La's Buddy. Me personally, y'all gonna look at me sideways. I thought Moni Love had the dopest verse. Everybody was kind of cool, but then when Moni came up and the way she kind of like popped up out the pocket, and just with that accent and the speedy rapping, I thought it was dope. I thought Moni killed that joint. Jace, what you got?
I got Tip.
Ooh, Tip had dope verse too. Esco, who you got?
I just like this song. I like the verses. There's not one verse I love. I probably say probably the Moni. I like Dove's verse though. But my wife always said, I just tease my buddy with my right. I'd be ready to choke her out. You know what I mean? That's probably the one that sticks with me the most.
Oh, man.
All right, and Rec, who you got?
Moni Love, man. I've had a crush on that girl since '88, man. And I still do. Still do, baby. Still do. Moni Love could come out right now talking about she ain't in the middle, she on top. I'm right there. Right there, Moni, man. She killed that verse, man. I think, like she said, she killed it.
Now here's a joint that a lot of cats really didn't know about during the ciphers. Posse Cut show. Watch for the Hook. It was Cool Breeze song.
Yeah, Cool Breeze.
Goody Mob, Witch Doctor.
Video. I remember the video. That was cool.
Yeah.
You don't remember the song?
I gotta go with Big Gift. And I love how he just came in with, look here, been here, this year. Gift's one of the finest laying it down around here. Going platinum plaques all over the wall. It was something about Gift just coming in, that southern slang, and just the way he came in. I thought I was gonna say 3000, but when I was listening to it today, Gift's verse was just the verse that I remembered and just like has still stood out for me all this time. Jace, who you got, man?
Never has every member in one crew been so diverse. Trying to outdo my last verse is my curse.
That's it right there. Like, it's almost like that line that's it. Trying to outdo my last verse is my curse. Yeah, 3000, man. Esco, who you got?
If it's like a one-liner, then that's it. If you're going off a one-line, he basically falls off the rest of the verse. So, I always thought Big Boy's verse was the best. I thought it was just there to intro everybody else since you could introduce you to the rest of the crew. He really wasn't on the song except for the first line. I always thought Big Boy's verse was like the dopest, far and away.
It was, for me, it was either Gipp or Big Boy, because I love Big's verse on that too.
The young and the rest. That's just a dope verse.
Yeah. Rec, who you got?
Yo, I got left field, man. I'm going with Cool Breeze, man. I think he held the song down based off what he got. He didn't get a full 16 from Dre. He got a strong right hook from Big Boy. And Gipp, like you said, he did his thing. I've never been a huge Gipp fan. So I think with the song the way it was, I think Cool Breeze, he held it up because he still had like 3 or 4 albums after that. But it just Dungeon Family just wasn't what they once were at the time, but he held the song up, man. They put money behind it, and it worked. Yeah. It worked. I'm going with Cool Breeze, man. It let me know that he wasn't a slouch because I didn't like Witch Doctor. I didn't like Witch Doctor at all. But I'm going with Cool Breeze, man. He held it down.
All right, that's what's up. Now this is an oldie but goodie. A lot of cats may not remember it. DITC's Posse Cut Day 1. You got Diamond, you got Lord Finesse, you got Big L, you got AG, you got OC. Probably gonna be the odd man out with this, but I gotta go with Diamond D, man. You know what I mean? The way he set that off with now it's the Mad Magician with the ill deposition, no repetition, holding down Bronx tradition. My composition simply squashing to I messed up the rhyme, but the long story short, I love Diamond's part, and then it was a part that my man used to always cut up the exclamation point, quotation, comma. Get down when I'm out in the Bahamas. The skills go back to the days of Wonderama. So Diamond's joint was dope to me, man. It's making me think more and more about what Jay said about the whole person who sets it off, because I'm seeing a lot of the people who I like the most are the people who set it off. So Jay, so you got on this joint?
This actually goes against my theory about the opener or the closer, man. I got Big L on this one.
L killed it, man.
Mad because I got more chicks than you, more bricks than you, more nines with extra clips than you. Just that whole flow to pocket, I was like,
Yeah, Big L, man. Big L, man. Esco, who you got?
I would go with Big L, but it's funny because I like Lord Finesse. I ever tell you that story how I got into a fight with my girl? We had a fucking KRS show or something, right? And opened up, right? And this fucking nut ass dude want to try to pull my girl on stage, my wife on stage, fucking not Greg Nice, Smooth, fucking clown.
Smooth B.
Smooth.
My brother's like, I'm like, dog, if you don't get off of her, I'm gonna jump up on the stage and whoop his fucking ass in front of everybody in this fucking place. So, my girl felt like she the center of the fucking universe. Next, this bum ass, washed up ass dude all in your face. Meanwhile, you standing next to DJ Premier, worth $1 million fucking dollars, and you don't even realize he's fucking there. I'm like, you're so stupid. So we're leaving. I'm arguing with her on the way to the car, right? Yo, I'm like, I'm ready to leave your fucking ass. If you're going to be fucking smiling up in somebody's face trying to be cute, the least you could do is pick the ball and nigga in the fucking room, not this bum ass, washed up ass dude. Like, you insult me. Right? I look over. I'm going in on her. I look over. We're waiting for our car. We gave him the ticket at the car garage. I look over. Yo, it's Lord Finesse. You all right there, bro? I'm like, yeah, man, I'm good, man. Popped it up for like 15 minutes while we wait for our cars and shit. He's like, all right, man, I'm gonna be out. I'm like, yeah, man, take it easy. I'm like, yeah, I just tell her fucking nut ass. He's like, yo, you was right though. That's what he said. He got this car and he left, bro. Really shit, bro. He was like, but you right.
Oh man.
Only you, man. Only you.
Tell him why you mad, son.
You don't be trying to be cute. At least be with the baller, dude. Don't be fucking insult me with this washed up dude ain't hit in 20 fucking years. Man, get your ass out of here. Sorry though, man. Just saw Lord Finesse in
All right, Lord Finesse did kill it. Finesse did kill it. He took it home. Rank, who you got, man?
I got OC, man. I like how he wrapped it up, man.
Yeah.
OC never does me wrong when it comes to certain verses. Now albums as a whole, Jay can't even hold it. OC, man, OC.
All that happened, yo. Just like I said, I swear to God, I didn't even realize he was standing right next to me. Because I'm just going in on her. I'm like, I'm ready to leave your fucking ass in Manhattan. You keep fucking around with me. And I look over, and he's standing right next to me. Right? I swear to God. True story. I was telling that story with Grandmaster Cass when he broke me and my brother up getting ready to fight out front of the fucking SOBs.
You always want to fight at a show, man. You always fight at a show.
Yo, I always got, the funniest crazy shit happened in Europe when you go to them little like lower, with the more like old school artists. Yo, I bump into them dudes all the time. Like I told you, my brother arguing out front of SOBs. He left me out there in the fucking cold. I'm cussing his ass to fuck. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, dude? I look over, Grandmaster Cass walk up. He's like, yo, man, what's going on? He like, I can tell y'all brothers, ain't you? Get your ass in line and just go. I swear to God, I'm like, yeah, you're right. True story, man.
You having old rappers break up your fights, man.
You need to write a book about that shit. Write some Charlie Murphy type stories about that shit.
Yeah, you about to rumble somebody, and Curtis Blow gonna walk up like, "Hey, brothers, what's going on, man?"
Oh man,
God, Jace, you good, man?
Yes, sir. I was trying. I tried to duck my head so I could hold it. Yo.
No, I seen you the whole time. You was laughing. I said, "Yo, he's still laughing."
All right, yo, we got Raekwon. Criminology with Ghostface. I got Ghost killing this joint just off the way that he sets that joint off, man. Let me see if I can even find my joint. Oh God, Esco, you kill me with that. I can't even repeat Ghost verse because it's so much energy. It's just that that track got so much energy in it that it's just stupid, man. So I got Ghost for Criminology. Jace, who you got?
I don't think you can pick a bad one on this one.
Yeah.
With that said, I'm going with Ray. The one line that got me, it was just like, true nigga fashion. The old lady snitch, but fuck it. You know what? I'm not doing a bit. I'm out of here. I'm gone.
Right. That's crazy. Esco, who you got?
That's such a close one. I love this. I love both of these guys. I'd probably go with Ghost. It is a close. You can't go wrong with either one. I love it.
All right, no doubt. Rec, who you got?
I'm with Jay, man. The same thing. The old lady snitch, but fuck it. You know it. One love, kid. No, I'm not doing a bit. Come on, man. Too much to get for what? Because 6 niggas got. It's like you said, the energy.
Yeah.
And I told y'all earlier, I didn't like this song. When I first heard the album, I didn't like the song. And then somebody, was like, yo, you need to listen to it a little bit more. And I'm stuck. It's one of my favorite songs. I'm going with Ray, man, if I got to pick somebody.
All right, we got 2 more. We got Triumph off the Woo joint. Just threw it at me, so I don't know the verses offhand, but I got to go with Deck, man. I'm going again with Deck, man.
I bomb atomically. Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses can't define how I be
dropping these mockeries.
Lyrically perform armed robbery. Lead with the lottery. Possibly they spotted me.
Battle Scar Shogun.
Explosion while my pen hits. Tremendous. Ultraviolet shine forensic. I inspect you through the future. See millennium. Killer B, soul 50 gold, 60 platinum. I'll keep going if y'all want.
Yo, bro, do you know that verse just off the top of your head?
Yes.
That's amazing that you got 3 kids and you're married and you know that, man. I need
full time in college too. On top of that.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That joint is like second nature to that guy. What's 2 plus 2? I don't know, but I know deck verse.
No, that was fire. That when that album came out and that verse and him on the side like Spider-Man on the building, I was like, yo, come on. And then that verse.
Yeah. Deck is a problem. Esco, who you got?
That verse is hands down the best verse on that whole song. Hands down the best verse. No question, Deck.
Yeah. Right, who you got?
It's Deck, man. That's the one verse that when you do a long Wu song like that, you can let that verse. Yeah, it's the most memorable. You know how it is with non-members. You ain't gonna play the whole joint, and you're gonna make sure on that joint you at least gonna get that Deck. If you don't get nothing else, you're gonna let that first verse play. Yeah. It's Deck, man. He bodied it, and that's probably his most memorable verse. If you got to give him a verse, that will define his career. That verse.
Yeah, no doubt. And the last joint, we got Guess Who's Back. It was off of Scarface's album, The Fix, with Jay-Z, Scarface, and Beans. This was probably a tough joint, man, because I went back and forth. I probably changed my mind like 2-3 times on this, but the final verdict was Jay, man. The final verdict for me was Jay with the Guess Who's Exact, still smelling crack in my clothes. Don't make me have to relapse on these hoes. Take it back out of taxing them roads when I was hugging with it. Niggas couldn't do nothing.
Nothing with it.
From the dirt, I emerged with one on without stain on my shirt. Blame my old earth, so I thought I was gonna give it to Beans at first. I was like Face, but listening to it today, I was like, nah, I gotta go with Jay. And then the whole me and the Face mob. Every time we face off,
y'all niggas playing basic ball. Niggas acting like they 8 feet tall.
Drop with the AC on by the streets just to brace me, dog. I'm so cool. Like, yeah. So to me, that I had to go with Jay.
Yeah.
You got me.
Yo, does anybody not have Hove?
Yeah, maybe that's the better question. Anybody who don't have Hove?
Nah, I will say this though. I think like what we were talking about earlier with Hove and Big and the whole paying attention to certain things. I think this was the track where he actually paid the fuck attention, because it's a different Hove on this. We ain't heard that type of flow or bounce around in the pocket on a lot of his shit. But I don't know if it's because Scarface jumped on it, but he decided to do what he does. It's sad we had to wait that long, but Jay got that.
All right, no doubt. Well, yo, dope show. We done got 4 spinoff shows off of this show. We got our top 5 3000 verses. We got to go into Eminem and Pharoah, and then that we got to go back into the tribe stuff, whatever. So we got a lot of good shows coming up, y'all. Right, give them all your info where they can hear your mixtapes, your podcasts, everything.
All right, so the mixes, I do a podcast called The Foundation. Volume 3 will be out probably this weekend. Check for that. I'm on SoundCloud at JRec. I'm on Twitter at DJRec1. Hit me up, tell me what you need as far as the mixes. I got beats, I'm here, man.
All right, no doubt. Esco, I know you staying away from social media right now, so we're gonna keep you happily married, bro. I understand. I said we're gonna keep you happily married, bro. That's right. You putting a fence around yourself. I hear you, man. Hey, what's up with you, man? Give them all your info.
Twitter at Jarek at JRIKTYLER. IG J Tyler 0801. Before I go, I gotta seriously thank Esco for the comic relief tonight. Yo, really, I need it.
Yes.
I got a million stories, man.
Yo, we got a million Charlie Burke. We're gonna do real Esco story.
Got to.
Every episode, do a real Esco story.
Oh man.
To take us home. Y'all already know what it is with me. Kill 889. We'll make food. Me and my man Trust One, a producer out of Seattle, just put out 3rd volume of our beat tape, The Get Down. You can get it at We'll Make Beats for Food. Check them out. Jace is working on his first beat tape that he's about to drop. We are gonna be working on some stuff tomorrow in the lab, so be on the lookout for that. Esco, what's up with the Knicks? Real quick.
That was a 5-second violation, but it's all good because it was a good shot. It is what it is. It is what it is. We ain't going nowhere. I'm not going to stress over one game. What we going to do?
Yo, you got to get rid of Phil, man. You got to get rid of Phil.
Hey, man, I feel bad for Melo, but I don't. It's like he gets blamed for all the losses, but like,
yeah, I feel you. All right, y'all. Check y'all out next week. Appreciate y'all, man.
Yes, yes.
Fellas.
All right.